Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank y'all for joining. I'm DLS Jr. With the daily download. If you're watching this right now, God will have you watch it until the end. I pray that y'all bless the day. I pray that everything is going your way today. But today we're talking about grandmothers. We're talking about grandmothers. A lot of us have grandmothers or know someone that have a grandmother and can testify to what I'm about to say. All right, so I appreciate everybody joining today. Appreciate Synthetic Music Wave. Thank you for joining today. Uh, how you doing, Miss Key? Thank you for joining. Also today, how you doing, KD? Salute you. Thank you for always being on the program, brother. Today we're talking about grandmothers. Today we're talking about grandmothers. All right, so let's think about that for a second. If you have a grandmother, what has she been in your life? You know, if you don't, some of us grew up. Maybe we didn't have a mother, and our grandmother was there, and just took the role of mother to us. I want to read you a scripture. It's in Proverbs chapter 22 and 6. It's Proverbs chapter 22 and 6. It says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. I read it again. That's Proverbs 22 and 6. It say, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he get old, he will not depart from it. So growing up with two grandmothers, I was fortunate to have two grandmothers, and when they was living, it's like they, they was always there for me. I was their grandson, even though I tell everybody that I was like Moses, I was a proper child, but anyway, that's a side note. But so as a grandmother, it's a lot that go on. Grandmother keep the house together, not only that house, but keep the family together. So as people lose their grandmothers, or as people become grandmothers, you understand that dynamic. I remember that, one of my grandmothers, they, her and my grandfather, they would take me on trips. I went to South Carolina, went to Georgia, went many different places with my grandmother, and that's a benefit of having grandparents, a grandmother, grandfather. So many of times, we don't appreciate them the same as a mother, but a grandmother, I believe that God gave, the grandmother to, like, hey, you got two mothers. If the first one not there, whatever the situation is, look, I'm giving you a bonus. I'm giving you another mother, And I think about my other grandmother. I would come over, on the weekend, and I would come over and spend time with her on the summer. And I remember that, I mean, she had money, she could do this and that, but she told me I was like, I need some money, it's summertime. So she had me to paint the kitchen. So I ain't even a painter, right? So I painted the kitchen. The kitchen came out great. And to this day, if I walk in the house, the paint and the time that I spent to paint the whole kitchen, it came out great. I think I was maybe 14 or 15. So grandmothers have a big role in instilling worth ethic. And if you're a grandmother, a future grandmother, let's instill worth ethic in our kids, because our kids today, all they do is play video games and ask for money to put into the video game to buy months to be in a virtual world, but we in the real world right now. So as a future grandmother or grandparents, let's take the time to train the kids right and teach them worth ethic. Let's teach these kids worth ethic today. And that's kind of my message today, just if you have a grandmother left, I mean, just appreciate her. Just say, go up to grandmother, look, I appreciate you just for being my grandmother. You was there for me. Maybe when my mom had to work or whatever the case. Our grandmothers do a lot these days. You know, it's I know grandmothers that had to raise a whole nother set of kids. So that's why I thank God that God gave us a bonus mother to be there. And if you're a grandmother, you like, I'm just tired of them grandkids. They getting on my nerve, but just know that God put you in that position, and the kids need you. You know, I pray that something was said or done today that would affect your life. I pray that you bless today. I pray that you have everything that you need, and I pray that you continue to live a life holy and acceptable to God. Thank y'all for joining today. I'm DLS Jr. This is your daily download. I pray that it get in your spirit. That way we can continue to appreciate God and appreciate our grandmothers today. So I'm gonna go ahead and end on that note. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and just know that we continue to pray for you all online or offline. I'm out. Y'all be blessed.